key elements that they will take a huge role in this next game for the 49ers and Cardinals in Monday Night Football in Mexico City. Now we know all the teams, they have their scheduled program to be half home, half away. So all the teams they are used to travel to other cities and play against the opponent. Nonetheless, this situation it might be a little bit different. None of the stadiums in the NFL they play at in such high altitude. That is number one. Number two, most likely they don't go in places where the pollution it might take a role. I remember in San Francisco, in LA, oh well, most part of California, sports and open air when there is huge burns, they are canceled. So they know the risk about making physical activities in open air when the quality of air is not the best. So that might take a huge impact, which it comes to the first factor, the physical performance of the players. We know we are talking about high performance athletes that they are used to compete to the highest level. But also that level of competition it might be affected by these type of factors. And the outcome of the game can be also altered by these factors. So the physical performance of the players in such high altitude, it doesn't affect all the players the same way. And that is a reality. Now, the second key element for the victory for the 49ers in this game, that again is going to affect the 49ers and the Cardinals by equal, is going to be the depth. The depth is going to be, I do believe, the most important factor for this game. Obviously, you have the normal factors like the play calling, the execution of the plays for both teams. But the depth it will be tested for both teams at the moment that players they start running around and they got lightheaded due to the fact that you are playing at such high altitude. Well, your depth is going to be tested 100% in this game. Now, there is another big factor that comes along with the physical performance, the depth, if you can keep your players fresh and not to put such a stress and deprivation of oxygen by playing there in such high altitude. And the third most important, that hoping that is not going to happen, but if you cannot maintain your players fresh, keep that rotation in all of your positions, probably not in offensive lineman or quarterback, but the rest of the team, these can create injuries for the players in this game. And that is a little bit scary. When your body doesn't get 100% of the oxygen that he's used to, well, your muscles, they might take a huge hit. And that might create injuries. So I certainly these three elements are going to play a role, and a huge role, in this next game. How the teams are going to be prepared for the rotation, the depth. Obviously, the injuries there is always unpredictable. But if you try to keep your players fresh and rotating your personnel, you can mitigate the impact of having these soft core or soft tissue injuries. Let me know what you think, how this is going to be play out. Probably we are making such a big deal about all this and nothing will be affected or happening, but it might, and most likely it will. Let me know what you think. Comment down below, and like always, see you in the next one.